And everybody, welcome to Just for Today. I'm Lisa Kaye with Christie this morning.
Ah,
Um, be the sparkle of life. Yeah, we're going to talk about being that sparkle today, even if it's just for today. If you just came on, you might see Christy rolling around with her phone. She's trying to sparkle up her phone this morning, making all of us dizzy. Yeah, technology, right? Sparkle of our life, technology. Yeah. But thank you guys. This is just for today. I'm Lisa Kay and with Christy, and we are here to bring you a early morning addition to your life. Hopefully, you'll see something or hear something this morning, as the slogan suggests, that you might just consider adding it to your walk today. You never know. You never know. And hopefully, it might be something that you think about doing more than just for today. Maybe not a lifetime, but maybe even just for today. That's all we got. And good morning, Roberta. Glad to see you on. And Miss Pamela. Oh, Roberta, we stopped doing the 6:30. I am so sorry. Yeah, we've had some changes, and so I'm having to be here at a different time now. So we're doing it at 9 now. So sorry about that.
I,
Yeah, Roberta, this is Christy. Yeah, Christy Roberta. Oh, you're such a sweetheart, Roberta. Well, Christy, get us started this morning about what is it? You're the one that this was part of our readings that just kind of came all over you, and you just felt like this is the one that you wanted to give everybody this morning to talk about. So give us your thoughts, and then maybe give us your reading, and let's dive into this thing this morning.
all right. Well, good morning, everyone. Nice to meet you, Roberta. Hello. Um, this reading, when I was like just scrolling through the book, this reading really hit home for me, and like one of the experiences that I've been through with this reading, which was really awesome, was I was in a checkout line, and somebody had bought somebody else's groceries prior to that.
Mm.
In front of me, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do the same. So we kept, and so during this whole time everybody was buying everybody's groceries without saying anything. We wouldn't say anything to the person behind us. We just, pick up our receipt, move on. And when I read this reading, it was just so amazing that the exercise that it brought, spiritually and emotionally, just helping people without verbalizing, hey, look at me, I did this, I helped, instead just doing it very quietly and moving on, and the gifts that came with that. So I'm going to read this reading. So just for today, I will do something, a good turn, and not get found out. If anybody knows of it, it will not count. What a terrific exercise. It helps me to break free of the habit of doing kind or generous things in order to get something back. Only when I perform a loving act with no expectations will I reap the true reward of giving. I am learning that giving doesn't have to take away from me or anyone else. If there are no strings attached, everyone stands to benefit. Every good and loving gesture soothes my soul and contributes to a healthier world. These anonymous positive actions are the building blocks of a flourishing spiritual well-being. My self-esteem grows because I can feel good about my actions. I am engaged in worthwhile pursuits. Just for today. Today, I will put unconditional love into action. But when I give freely without expecting anything in return, I always receive more than I give.
Mm.
I was created in love. For that reason, nothing can express my beauty nor liberate me except love alone.
Mm.
I just like when I read that and read that quote, I teared up, honestly, because it's so true. And like sitting in reflection and looking back on my life, and when I was struggling in my wellness journey, in my recovery path, and I wasn't in the position or I was allowing my ego and my pride to get in the way to ask for help. Let's be real, right? Because it is my ego and my pride. Early on, I noticed that little gifts were being done for me randomly without anyone saying anything. I didn't know who it was. Like there would be food at my door, and I would like open the door and there would be groceries sitting there, and I'm like, who bought groceries? Like I didn't even ask for this. Like, and that's how it started for me in my journey. And I remember feeling like so loved unconditionally, and so it was just such a powerful moment for me that somebody took 20 minutes out of their day to see that I was really struggling at the time and decided to help me, and just quietly, like, just it's like a gift from the universe, right? Like it was a huge gift from the universe for me. And I was like, you know what? Like that's something that I could start doing without saying a word. And the empowerment that it gives the person that we're helping, and watching them change and watching them grow, it helps me, and it allows me to grow spiritually, and then just sit on the sidelines, like to be that, like I've always been that person that like I don't need a bunch of kudos, right? Like I'm like, oh, let me just be the fly on the wall and I'll just do my thing. Y'all do your thing, yay. I'll be your silent cheerleader, right? So it's really amazing, and that's why it hit so hard for me, because that was done for me. And so I vowed to myself that I would start to do little things here and there for people, in our community, no matter what it was, and started to see that light and started to be that sparkle, not only for myself, but for everyone else. And the most amazing thing is just paying it forward. Like Pamela just said, paying it forward in silence is beautiful. That's it. That's it. That is it in a nutshell. Wow, she just like read my mind. That's awesome. Way to go, Pamela. Mwah. Like uh, it is. It's just like that's it right there. Like I don't even know what to say like anymore, because that's it. Paying it forward in silence, and it's like it creates this ripple and this vibe and energy of just pure unconditional love for everyone in the community. And it brings the light through the cracks, right? Like when I'm healing, I have my cracks, and it brings that light, and I get to see that smile on somebody's face, and like, well, who did this? Well, we have to thank them. Mm-mm. No, no, have fun, enjoy that, and just the gifts that, I don't know, just the gifts that it brings for myself and others. It's just absolutely amazing. So that's why it hit so hard for me, Lisa. What about you?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of Just for Today, about choosing to do something for someone without anybody knowing about it, right? And I thought that's such a different concept, right? For people to grab hold. It was for me early on. It was just like, wow, you know, I never had thought about that. And that part about breaking free of the habit of doing kind for people because you have a motive. You want to be recognized. You want that person to know it was you. It's not about the kindness act, and it's a great exercise. And when I was in the recovery rooms, this was one of the things that we often brought to the circle, to the meeting, about how to do this, right? How to get out of ourselves, get out of our own way, and put this spirituality to work instead of just talking about it, right? To just do things for people when we see it. Doesn't have to be huge things. We might, when you were talking about the grocery store standing in line, I was thinking, I could see me looking back going, she looks like she got about $300 worth of groceries in her. Like, ooh, I got like $50 worth, and I'm praying I got enough money. So, we might all can't do that, right? But what a gift that we can give people. It can be small things. It can just be. It don't even have to be for people in general, right? So we even broke it down in our meetings about these small things, like you're walking through your office or through the parking lot of the grocery store, and someone dumped out trash, like a McDonald's bag. and it's not yours, right? But for the universe, for the good of all mankind, you stop, you pick it up, you throw it away, and you don't speak of it. You don't run around going, "Hey, I picked up trash and it wasn't even mine." Okay, whatever. But you did it to exercise your soul, to bring your soul up in maturity, to do something for the universe, even, right? So it doesn't have to be to someone else. It can just be for mankind. And you're not running around with a big poster board saying, "Look at me," right? You did it because it is the next right thing to do, right? It's in your eyesight. You have the physical ability or the financial ability or the spiritual ability. It's laid on your heart and soul. It's in your eyesight, and you just exercise that. Maybe we can't do it all the time, but could we think about that for today? It can be a kind gesture, but it's got to be where nobody knows. That's the hard part. So sometimes we think, "God, I really want to do this, but they're going to know it's me." Well, be creative. Be creative about how to do that. So that's what really sticks out to me is just that exercising this loving act with no expectations. You don't want to be recognized for it. You're in the only way not to be recognized for it is to kind of be a little sneaky snake and do something, right? And someone may see you do it, but it's not intentional. You're not trying to be seen, and it's their blessing, right? It's their blessing. So, Chrissy, are you on mute?
No. Can you?
All right, I can hear you. I can
Oh.
hear you. You kind of scared me there for a minute. Yeah. So I wanted to shout out Todd is on with us saying good morning to everybody. Leona Smith saying good morning. Thank you, Pamela. Good morning to you for your kind words. Pamela says, if you can put a sparkle in someone's life, why not? It does change everything. Yes, even if it's not for someone. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for being on this morning. Christy, when I read this, because I have read this tons over my journey in recovery. But I was thinking about you, and I was thinking about what for you, some of the thoughts that you might have had. And the one was your thoughts around the flourishing of your spiritual being, because you reek of spiritual being, right? So those of you that are on or come on later and watch later, you might excuse me, I'm at the office, so there might be people coming in and out. It just glows around you, and all the things that you do here at PRN as you interact with people and as you think about creative things to bring to PRN. One of those, or the overlying theme, is the spiritual walk. We're not talking about being a Baptist or a Methodist or all those things. We're talking about our spiritual wellness. So for you, when it talks about this anonymous positive actions are the building blocks of a nourishing spiritual well-being, I thought about you, that flourishing of that spiritual well-being. And that is sometimes very hard to come up with creative things to bring around our spiritual walk, but you are that person. So for you, about this flourishing your spiritual well-being, what does that mean for you, being that person in your life, in your walk here at PRN, and in your wellness?
It is my being. Like, it means that it's my being. It's my way of life, and it's the things that I do. I wake up every day and I am flourishing, means that for me, I make sure that my cup is full. So for me, nature's a big thing, right? Like going outside and hearing the birds and being able to sit comfortably, even if there's like traffic outside, and bringing that into into my meditation and into feeling my soul. And then when I come to work, I'm able and I have, um, my cup is full and I'm able to give what I've been so freely given from the universe, right? And within my spirituality, because I connect the spirituality with the soul, with my body, with my mind, right? And with my feelings, my emotions. I connect all of that together and I use that from my lived experience, because I know in my recovery path and in my recovery journey, I have seen some pretty intense dark days,
Mm,
and I feel like anyone that's on their wellness journey has too. And which brings me to grace, right? And having grace not only for myself and for others, but remembering and being present in what brought me here and how I got here. Um, and spirituality to me is love. And that's what it goes back to, right? It says, when I give freely without expecting anything in return, I always receive more than I give. And
mm,
in that quote today, it's the unconditional love. For me, it's that unconditional love action. And that's because I've always heard people say that I exude that spirituality. I exude
mhm,
that whole spirituality equals unconditional love. It's not about a particular portion of religion or spirituality. It's spirituality is love. It's just love. And it's loving my mind, it's loving my body, and it's loving my spirit. Like, and it's accepting all of that combined. Now, are there days where I don't accept that, like, I have wrinkles around my eyes because I laugh too much? Yeah, there are days. I'll be honest. I'm getting older. You know what I mean? Like, I have to grow and learn and accept as I get older. But I also know as a spiritual being that I'm beautiful just the way that I am. And I
mm,
feel that. And all of you guys out there are just as beautiful as the way that you are. And, um, having a spiritual leader, if you want to call that, and guiding me and allowing me to see that spirituality is already within me, and it's within my soul. And I have to feel that every day for it to continue to flourish. So it just always goes back to love. It is love, just that unconditional love, and meeting people where they are, and people meeting me where I am, and remaining teachable. I
mm,
don't know everything. Okay. And I wake up every day and I'm like, I don't know anything. So, like, what am I going to learn today? And removing that ego for me and my pride and setting that aside and just being open to learning from others in our community. And then taking what I've learned and being able to possibly advocate for them and for myself, and through lived experience and through love. Uh,
mm.
Spirituality has saved my butt, um, more ways than one.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, um, in my
Exercising, right? We think of,
yeah,
yeah. So this is a great way to exercise our spirituality. This very here, this whole sparkle that we're talking about is doing something for someone. Number one, for nothing in return. It's unseen, unknown. We don't advertise it. We just see an opportunity, or we could plan one. Some people are planners and we need to plan it. But it is an exercise for our spirituality. It actually puts it to work. It exercises our soul. It exercises that part of us in our recovery, that we can do something sparkly, but the sparkle isn't around us per se, right? We are the sparkle. We're putting it out there, and just like you experienced in the grocery store line, someone did it, then the next person did it, the next person did it. It catches just like a smile is contagious, right? So when we are that sparkle of life and we exercise our spirituality and we give and we do things, that is just one exercise of many that we can do to exercise our soul. So, and it adds sparkle all the way around and to us. But the limelight, the sparkle, like look at me, is on us. It's the person or the universe that we are doing for, that we want to highlight, that they matter, that they are seen, no matter what. And we never know what difference that can make in someone's journey. We know what it can do for us, right? So yeah, we know. So it's a great way to exercise. Yeah. Pamela is saying, speaking the truth, girl. And Todd, me too. Yeah, Todd is another one who is one of our recovery champions that definitely is positive a lot. And his story is an amazing story of recovery, and he shares it. And he shares it in such a positive way. And we appreciate Todd for that. Yeah. Pamela says, you must be a peer support specialist.
Yeah.
Pamela, you would be right. She sure is. She sure is. She sure is. And someone earlier was asking, I think who was that, Pamela? Someone was asking about our next level recovery Zoom meeting today. Yes, we will have that. I just posted that you can go on our website or our Facebook page, and you can find the link for that. And it is a Zoom meeting, and it's called Next Level. And it's myself and some other folks that are on here now who come on, and we just kind of take something, which we will probably today take this subject, and we'll kind of dive in a little deeper, and we can share each other's experiences. I get to see your face. You get to speak, and it's not just profile pictures. I love Zoom for that. So yeah, that's today at 12:30. So if you're interested, please come on with us. We'd love to have you, and share some of your experiences and some of your insight. And let's take it to the next level. So yeah. So, Ms. Christie, any final words today about being the sparkle of life?
Two things that have really helped me in this journey, my wellness journey, is having someone who believes in me and someone who supports me, and having that hope and being that sparkle, being that unknown sparkle gives me hope.
Yeah.
Because it gives hope to other people. And I get to see that, and I get to be that vessel and allow the universe to work through me to help everyone else around, and vice versa, everyone else around help us, right? Like it's a give and take, and it's a learning from both, and it's experiencing with both. So those are my words for today, just for today.
Just for today. Well, thank you, Christy. This was wonderful. Thank you guys for coming on live. If you watch later, thank you for coming on and watching. If you feel led to, share this on your social media. I hope some of you who were thinking about joining us at 12:30 for our next level Zoom group, please come check us out. We'd love to have you. And just for today, can we be the sparkle of life today? Let's think about one thing, whether it's for our universe or for someone behind us in line, or maybe it's a coworker, a family member, or a friend, or a complete stranger, that we can have some kind of kindness that we can give in secret, and not be the center of it, and not have any expectations. It is truly a loving act. I love the statement, the reading that talked about that we are created in love. So the only thing that can feed us and show our true beauty and liberate us is love, because that's how we were created, is in love. So let's be the sparkle today. Let's love in a little secret, sneaky way, so to speak. And my wheels are already turning about some things I can do that nobody will know about, that others can benefit from. And so I'm going to exercise that today. I'm going to exercise my soul and see if I can't get it stronger. But thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah, and hope to see y'all today at 12:30 for our Zoom group. If not, Friday at 9 o'clock, we'll be back here at it for just for today. and we appreciate your support and you living out being the sparkle for today. We appreciate it, even if it's just for today. But guys, we'll see you Friday, or we'll see you this afternoon at 12:30. And you guys have a great sparkly day, and we'll see you next time. Love you.
Love you guys. Mwah. Thank you.